Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's your host, Rising Above. Today, guys, we're going to do a little bit of a breakdown, a little bit of a showcase of the brand new Atlus game. This was a game that we've been expecting for a long time. This was Project ReFantazy. As we all know, 6 years ago, we caught some light of this game. This is going to be Metaphor Project ReFantazio, I believe is the actual full title of this game. So the ReFantasy's in there, but it's like ReFantazio, Metaphor, ReFantazio is going to be the name of this game. This is going to be Atlus's brand new RPG. So if you didn't know, just a little bit of clearance here before we go in this. This is done by Studio Zero within Atlus. If you didn't know, Atlus has a couple different studios within them. I believe just 3 of them. They have the main studio, which works on things like SMT5, the basically mainline Shin Megami Tensei games, and you have the P Studios, which is like the people who worked on Persona 5, P5T, the remake for Persona 3 as well, Reload. Those are done through there. And there is a third studio which has been working on something for quite some time, that being this new game, the Project ReFantazy, being what this is now, the new game Metaphor. I'm just going to call it Metaphor from now on. The title's too damn long, but that is what we have here. So let's go ahead and jump into this and talk a little bit about it as we go through. I've only watched it the one time, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Let's go ahead and just jump into this a little bit here. So again, this was done during the Atlus Microsoft showcase. So that is why it has so much Microsoft in it. And you can tell it already looks good. And somehow this wasn't leaked. Like everything else Persona related was leaked, but somehow this wasn't. I really don't know how, but whatever. But honestly, you're going to watch as we keep going through this. This is one of the best looking, just JRPGs, best looking games out there. It's amazing. It's only on next gen consoles as well, so it makes sense. And it looks so beautiful. It looks so good. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of breakdown here of certain things. So it looks like this is a little bit of a story element here. It's in Japanese again. I don't know what that is. Hopefully, we'll get an English trailer soon. But we have what seems to be more of an open world-ish looking aspect of this game. At least it kind of seems that way. Our character rides around on a little scooter. That's not a scooter, I guess it's like a sword or whatever. It's interesting. So this is basically like Atlus normal JRPGs, right? But they're trying to go into this old school classic, medieval realm, right? Similar to like what the original Final Fantasy games kind of were. That's kind of where they're trying to go with this game. You can tell we have a lot of the people here, the buildings and stuff. It looks like they have some tech in the background. So they're going for what seems to be kind of this weird retro-y feeling of medieval style though, but there's some technology, some innovation there. Obviously there's some magic. Our characters are riding on their swords. So magical fantasy-based game seems to be what we're kind of going for here. And something I noticed is a lot of these characters have ears and stuff. So they're like, it reminds me of like Dragon Ball, just like normal Dragon Ball, how there's like human characters and like normal characters, like like animals and stuff as well. A little bit more here. I believe that's our main character. This is a bit of the cast here. This little fella, I think, is supposed to be kind of a mascot. That's what the Studio Zero logo, I think, is this little person here. Some of the other characters here. Our character looks wildly like Makoto, P3 Makoto, but these characters honestly look pretty well designed. It has a good Atlus look. It's from the same people who make P3, P4, and P5. A lot of the same people who worked on that and worked on this game as well. It looks like we have some different ships here and stuff. And oh my god, can we talk about this menuing? Like, P5 has some of the best menus and everything. Like, a lot of these games, Atlus games in general, have such good looking menus, but this menu looks so good. They're going for like a more like oil painting type art, and it looks so damn good. Let's see if we can pause here and just take a little bit of a look at okay, so it's equipment, item, skill, party, follower, quest, calendar, journal, system. Okay, so what we understand from this game is it does have a calendar-like system. It looks like it's taking bits and pieces from all of the Atlus properties and kind of bringing this into it. So if you're a person who likes Persona, you'll probably also like this game as well. You can manage your party, followers, your quests. You have a calendar system, a normal journal system. I assume you can save and stuff here, and your skills and whatnot as well. So it looks like we have still that normal-looking system. We have the leader, different parties, and then the Navi. So Navi actually has their own thing here. So that's supposed to be like our I guess like Futaba, if we're trying to compare it to P5. That's like our Futaba character, our navigation throughout all of these different realms and things that we're going to be doing in this game. Again, not 100% sure this is all we have, and it's in Japanese. We do need some more, English stuff, hopefully in the future, so we can get a little bit more detail, but it looks like this is where we kind of have all of this stuff. And it says Rank Master. I'm not sure if that's like within the team or what, but there's going to be some details that we just can't quite understand. Okay, and right there, P3, P4, and P5, that's what it says here. Persona 3, 4, and 5. It's from the same people who do a lot of those games, because they changed a lot of the directions for P3, P4, and P5 when it came to that. But here's some actual battle stuff. And dude, this looks so damn good. If you knew what Final Fantasy and some of the other older Megaten titles, I think they're trying to go for more of that combat system with how they have the different slots up here. It looks like they're going for what like SMT3 was more aligned with in terms of its combat. We have pass, synthesis, guard, item, weapon, and archetype, which I think archetype might just be the type of stance or something we're going for when they fight. If you check down here at the bottom right, we have Seeker, Fighter, Thief. I think these different like old school like D&D-esque like roles are what our characters are changing into. Their archetype changes. Maybe you'll change to the knight. You'll be able to do like more defense and attack, sort of balanced or something like that. Maybe the Seeker here does more like attacks, but it's a little bit faster but does less damage. And Thief maybe is just better at like stealing items or killing smaller enemies. It looks like that's kind of what's going to be changing for our characters in combat in this game. And here's Synthesis, which I think uses, I think that's supposed to be like your skills. You synthesize, I think, demons or whatever. And our first bond here. So new bond is created. We have bonds just like the Persona games. Rank 1 there. Pretty straightforward right there. And this game looks so pretty. Something else I wanted to point out here just before. Sorry if I'm skipping a lot, but I'm trying to inform as much as I can. I'm assuming most of you have seen the trailer already. So it's a little bit late, but we have experience, magic, I assume, and then money. And then of course like a dropped item or something like that. So now it's at the top and the party's here. So this is basically what like an end of battle screen kind of looks like here. Or this is exactly it actually. XP I assume is like the XP maybe by the party leader, then AXP is what the rest of the party got, or AXP is what people in the back of the party got. So what we had seen is there was a list of characters here. I don't think this is the max amount of people that can be at the party, you know what I mean? So I assume the people are actively fighting. Like these 4 got this, but any party members you kind of have like sitting on the bench, I guess, got this. So they get a little bit less of a cut, which makes sense. And the magic, I'm not too sure. Money and items, we understand that, right? We get what that means. Beautiful animations, of course. Crazy looking demons and shit. And here's the shop, I'm pretty sure. So, again, don't know what any of this is. It looks like this is probably just a place we can buy items and stuff. Not 100% sure. Here's something interesting too. And again, more like the P5 games, other Persona games. We've seen this. So this is like strength, research, health, speech. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Intelligence. It looks like we have other like stats there. It's cool. I like when they do this because like we could play these games and do different types of like. I mean, we're not like a school kid in this game, right? We're doing these big fantasy world type things, so we're going to be able to level up these stats and do these different things, but not be limited to like the school setting, right? We're able to do different things to do those stats, and I like it. And I think this is what people have been wanting for a long time anyway. Let's go back there. I think I've seen something, yeah. So look, down here at the bottom right. Interesting enough, Soul Hacker is one of the things. Ninja, Paladin, Trickster. They're trying to show off the different archetypes here. So you change archetypes in battle. So the different archetypes here, I assume, like I said, the different archetypes are going to be like our different types of, I guess what we're changing into, right? Changing our attacks. I assume that just changes what you can do on the field. Maybe it changes your synthesis type stuff. I'm not too sure. It looks like there's a status ailment right there on this ninja character. I think synthesizing is what like this game's transformation type system is or whatever. There it goes. Metaphor ReFantazio 2024. So here's a little bit of a breakdown, I guess, of the Atlus games and stuff that I wanted to talk a little bit about. So we're getting P5T coming out in November of this year. Then in Q1, we're getting the Persona 3 Reload. The Persona 3 remake is coming Q1. Check out my other video for that. I released that earlier today. That is going to be releasing early 2024. And then in 2024, so I assume this means middle year, end of year, we're going to be getting this game. So this game is going to be having probably the most amount of updates leading up to its release. Because the thing is, Reloaded, Persona 5 T, and this all was given to us essentially at the same time. So this game has the most to show for us until it releases. There's the most amount of time from the time it was brought up to us to the time that it releases, the most amount of time. So we're going to be having a new Persona 5 game at the end of this year, the Persona 3 remake at the start of next year, and then somewhere within the rest of the year we're going to be able to have this game. So that's kind of the breakdown, I guess, when it comes to everything. There's that little monster, I guess that's supposed to be like the dot on the eye. Once again, showing that it's on Xbox Series X and S and Windows. And I do have information already. I could post that on my Twitter or somewhere to show that if you're really curious, or my Discord to show you. We've already have confirmation that this is going to be on PS5. Already that Extra Life website, if you checked out my Persona 3 video talking about all of the different platforms P3 Reloaded is going to be on. This website, again, leaked even more stuff, even P5T being multi-platform as well. Also, we know that this game is going to be multi-platform, also releasing on the Xbox Series X, the PS5, and also PC and stuff. No Switch release for this game because, I just think that it's not able to run it. This game is supposed to, I guess, be kind of like a next-gen-like game, I suppose. So I guess like PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and then like maybe like a decent mid-tier PC is kind of where this game is geared towards. It's not going to be on the older hardware like the Switch or something like that. I think that's why this game's not on there. I don't think it's anything with licensing or anything. I think it has to deal with just the power of the game. Again, in the future, we might see that change. Again, like I said, this game has the most amount of time for us to wait, so there could be a lot of updates from this game. But I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully this was informative. Hope you liked this breakdown. Like, comment, subscribe for more content. Click the bell to be notified when anything else new drops. We're going to be having tons of new things, tons of new developments for all of these different Atlus games. Final Fantasy 16 as well. I'll be covering that here on the channel. Probably going to be streaming its demo soon, and the game comes out in 11 days, which is super exciting. But I'll be sure to keep you up to date, so subscribe and click the bell so you can stay notified and up to date. Follow me on Twitter as well. It's just Rising Oblivion and everything, including Twitch as well. So I'll keep up to date on everything. But that's it for now. See you all in the next video. Goodbye.